This is Zayn from Fight Hub TV, powered by stagefront.vip. Joined by Malik Scott.
Yes.
Malik, how you feeling today, man?
I'm good. The pressure is out the way. The good thing about the last replacement, the late replacement, is things move faster towards fight day.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So I'm just here right now, done with the presser. Gerald just went back to get some rest. I'm gonna shake him out later tonight, and I'm here with my CXP family right now. We're just talking some business, some future planning as far as marketing, clothing, and stuff like that. But everything else is good.
That's great to hear, man. That's great to hear. Other avenues other than just boxing.
Absolutely, man. And I'm growing and looking to, you could say, open up my plateaus a lot more with other things.
How important is that? You know, because a lot of people jump in the sport, it's a short career, isn't it? And then they don't have much left after that.
It's very important. It's very important. And I think it paid dividends for fighters that learn it early.
Yeah.
I'm 42. You know what I mean, I'm from North Philadelphia. So when you coming up, not even just in boxing, most kids have a dream and they like to stick to that dream alone. But the real dream is having journeys upon journeys upon journeys. You know what I mean? Get as much as you can get out of your journeys while you're going at your passion, you can say.
Yeah.
And but it's good, man. I'm just here with my, like I told you, CXP family. Taking it easy and, you know, looking forward to Saturday.
So yeah, we just got done with the presser. I asked Gerald about this as well, because both of them, you know, it's quite unusual for a face-off that everyone's smiling and laughing and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think of that? You know what I mean? Because he said, you know, Chisora is his mate outside of the fighting.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
It's cool. Both of those guys are real fighters. There's no insecurities. They know what they're going to do when it comes to Saturday night. They're going to go in there and handle their business. And it's going to be a great fight. But I'm looking forward to Gerald beating Chisora. And then after we beat Chisora, I want Gerald to fight Andrew Ruiz next. I want the Andrew Ruiz fight for Gerald Washington next.
First of all, just about Chisora, right? What sort of fight do you expect? Obviously, a lot of pressure, right? How have you trained Gerald for that fight?
Well, Chisora is extremely transparent. He's physically transparent about his style. He has never tried to be anything but who he is. Yeah. And saying that, it makes it a lot more easy for him to deal with. Yeah. And how do you deal with him? You got to deal with him accordingly, like he's a fighter that's constantly coming forward. Yeah. So I've been training Gerald to deal with fighters coming forward, fighters going back, fighters going to the left and right. So if the call wasn't coming from Chisora, then we would have been already ready anyway, for whatever style that it was. It just so happened that it was Chisora. We're grateful for the opportunity, but come Saturday, we're going to take full advantage of it. Yeah. This fight didn't get, like, it got announced quite, you know, recently. How much time did you actually have to prepare Washington for this? Well, we're always training, so he already was prepared. He's always in the gym, as you can see. He looks in shape because he is in shape. He's always participating in my thing that I do in California called gangster parties, when fighters from all over Los Angeles, heavyweights, light heavyweights, they come and spar at a Brick House boxing gym in North Hollywood, California that I'm at. Yeah. And Gerald has been in that. We was in Dubai together. He was boxing Usyk. I had him boxing Deontay in Alabama. So he's been through a lot of trials and tribulations, all for the better of him. And I believe Saturday his reward is going to come in magnificently for him and for all of us. Yeah,
you mentioned, you know, you want Andy Ruiz for him. Another guy calling out Andy Ruiz, another one of your fighters.
Conio, mate, it's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm just looking for. I just think like Chisora is the perfect fight for Gerald right now. Okay. And I also believe he's the perfect fight for the plans that I have for Gerald next. And the plans I have for Gerald next is for him to fight Andrew Ruiz. Yeah. Because Andrew Ruiz didn't want to fight my other fighter, Deontay Wilder. He was just talking like he wanted to fight Deontay. He didn't want to fight Deontay. Okay, you don't want to fight Deontay? Fight my other heavyweight, Gerald Washington.
Why did you say that you didn't want to fight him? You know, the pair have been going back and forth on socials a lot. What happened with that?
Well, what happened was that Andy just tried to outprice himself, the same way he did with Fury, the same way he's done with other fighters that he wanted to fight. And this time, he's dealing with someone that don't have to fight him for money. So you want to play games. He wants the same money that he was supposed to get, that he was getting when he was a champion for the blink of an eye. Yeah. You don't get that same money. You're a contender now. You don't get that type of money. But I'm not mad at nobody for striving for higher revenue in this new war, because it's a tough sport. Yeah. So he did what he had to do as far as fighting for the gain of revenue for him and his family. It didn't work, and we're on to bigger and better things. Okay, so mentioning obviously Robert Helenius in the main event for Joshua. Yeah. Your fighter Gerald Washington and your fighter Deontay Wilder both put him out, right? Absolutely.
Put him out in spectacular fashion.
Yes.
So What do you think? There's any pressure on Joshua to, you know, match those performances?
Yeah, I don't care what he say. There's pressure because he's in a position where he needs a dynamite performance to close the show.
Yeah.
If he goes 8 or 9 rounds with Hellenius and is lackluster, and he's second guessing himself, and he's into that thing that he can be into sometimes, it's not going to look good.
Yeah.
I hope he go out there and just blaze him, and it looks even better.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, you know, I'm going to have a relationship with even Robert. Me and Robert was supposed to fight. Then we had training camps together. We spent a lot of quality time together, so I want the best for him. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You know, boxing is crazy, man. You build a relationship with guys, you want them to do good, and they end up fighting somebody that you hope they don't do good against because it's better for your other guys. It's like...
Yeah. I mean, it's all competition, man. It's competition. So speaking about Joshua, he's supposed to be facing Wilder in December, right?
January.
January now. Is that exclusive?
For January, bro.
Yeah.
But he got to handle his business Saturday.
Yeah. It's part of you, you know, scouting him out a little bit, seeing how he fights against Hellenius.
Yeah, I'm a natural scouter, though.
Yeah.
I do scouting reports anyway, but I'm gonna check him out and see what it is. You know, he's not gonna do to Hellenius what we did to him. That's not in Joshua's makeup. He don't decapitate people and have them out cold and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? He put punches together as well.
Yeah.
He's a good combination puncher. Deontay is a one-punch knockout decapitating artist. This is what he do. Like Picasso was an extraordinary painter.
Yeah.
Deontay is a knockout artist. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And that the ruling of that doesn't have no picks. He's not just that when he fights some people. Everyone he gets in the ring would have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking about that potential clash in January, like you mentioned, how does that fight play out based on how you've seen Joshua in the past, you know, 2 or 3 fights?
Well, even before the last 2 or 3 fights, I just think stylistically, Deontay clip him in 3-4 rounds. That's always been my prediction.
We clip him and knock him out in 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3-4 round fight.
What makes you say that?
Because Joshua fights over his front knee sometimes and he overcommits. And to me, anybody that overcommits trying to get at Deontay, they put themselves in a range to be hit with a missile. If that missile hits you, you're gone.
I mean, that's what Hellenius did as well, right?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Out.
You reach, we teach.
Yeah.
Like, that's it, baby. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Just moving past the heavyweights, I got just a question about you with your trainer, right? Boxing historian, I would say.
Yeah, brother.
You're into your boxing. One of the most historic fights we saw, not very competitive, but historic. Crawford versus Spence.
Yes.
What was your reaction?
Wasn't shocked. I'm gonna say it was a good fight, but what I mean by that is, competitively, it wasn't a good fight. But the event, the 2 fighters, the levels that they was at on paper, once they got in the ring, it was a mismatch.
Yeah, mismatch.
And it's a mismatch that I don't want to see again, and I don't think should take place again. I'm not big on Crawford beating on Spence like that or worse again. I don't want to see that. Spence has a family. He has a good life. He's made tons of history and tons of money, and I just don't want to see him go through that again. That was tough to watch after a while.
Yeah. Obviously, a lot of people have said, and including Spence and Crawford themselves, that if the rematch takes place, it's at 154. Does 154 change the rematch in your eyes?
It makes it worse to me for Spence.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's just to me, because he's not just going to be coming in bigger, more dehydrated. Crawford is as well.
Yeah. You think? Yeah. I mean, the argument there that Crawford came up from 135. You know, he's a smaller guy.
Yeah, he's not some huge guy.
Yeah.
He had to make the weight too.
Yeah. Yeah. So no rematch. You don't want to see that rematch.
I don't want to see that. No.
Speaking of just the heavyweight, just final question from me.
It's good, bro.
Appreciate your time.
Take your time, bro.
Tyson Fury, one of your ex-rivals, let's say, fighting Francis Ngannou. We wanted to see the Usyk fight. That fight didn't get made. What did you make of that decision to fight Ngannou?
Well, it's Tyson Fury basically saying fuck people. He's doing what he want to do for the benefit of his family concerning revenue. I get that. someone that's a historian like me, I will only look at the highlights of that. And I said that earlier. I said this earlier. That's not a compliment because I don't even look at highlights of fights. I like to really dissect fights. So if I'm looking at just highlights of a fight, that's not me complimenting the event or the fighters. You know what I mean? To me, fights like that are holding up the heavyweight division. I wish Tyson Fury would have fought Usyk. I wish he would have fought Joshua by now. These fights is not happening, but he got time to go and fight Ngannou. And it's a good thing for Ngannou and him, I guess, but I don't know. I don't have no comment really on it, but I just wish he was fighting Usyk or something. I don't want to see Usyk and Daniel Dubois. I want to see Usyk and Tyson Fury.
Oh yeah. Thank you for your time, Malik.
God bless
Thank you
you
for your
brother.
opinions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.